Oh, there it is. Oh, my volume was paused for a second. My bad, folks. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? What is going on? Happy Wednesday to all you who are watching this live and on the repeat, too. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's see if everything is good here. All good in the hood. That's what those people say. I know that was a bad joke, but my bad on my part. See, the mic looks good. Camera does, and yeah, we're good to go. What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday to all you guys, and welcome to the Wellness Wednesday Solutions live stream. I'm your host, Jay. Some of you guys know me as Herc20 on Instagram and Herc213 on YouTube, which is all good. And what's up to all you guys? For those who are watching this live and on a repeat, what's up? What's up? And much love to you all. Just getting myself set up here. I'm not too late today, too. Just like a few minutes, too. And I know sometimes with certain live streamers, they got to take like a minute or so to just get ready to ground themselves and all that stuff. So I totally understand that, too. But hey, if someone's punctual, too, just like a minute late or two, it's no worries about that. But if they're 30 minutes late, then sums up. But that's just me saying that, too. And I'm just, talking out of my butt. But yes, I welcome you guys to the Wellness Wednesday live stream. I'm just going to really make sure everything is good. I'm going to try to close my window for a minute too, just to put some stuff away. Turn up my... Everything is good. Let's see. Let me see. Perfect. Everything is good. All right, now I got better lighting on this position too, instead of this way on my right side. So coming from the other side, it's really cool. So it's good. And who we got? Larissa. What's up, Larissa? She says, hey there, making dinner. Got you on. Hey, good to see you, Larissa. Big shout out to you. How are you doing today? And you're making dinner. Cool. It's probably a little afternoon where you're at, probably. So if you're making some delicious dinner, some good recipes, hey, nothing wrong with that. Hey, I salute you. And just like, with food too, food is definitely an important field of the day too, especially if you're, out and about working or anything like that too. It's like food is fuel, even if it's just like water too. Like for example, I'll be moving around a lot today. So thinking about food, cheers to all you guys. Have my herbalicious water here. So yes, I got my drinks here. Cheers to all you guys too. I put my cups up too, if you guys got your glasses and cups, if you're drinking tea, smoothies, etc., wherever you guys are. For those who are watching this live and on a repeat, cheers to you guys. Happy Wednesday. Another beautiful day that we can just, take a time for ourselves to just, practice self-care and learn something new every day. So cheers to all of us, in this live stream, for those who are watching this live and on repeat. And she says, great, thanks. Always good to see you. Likewise, Larissa. Likewise. Always good to see you too. Always good to see you as well. Always good to see my peeps too. Just give a shout out to all you guys too who are watching this live and on a repeat. Let me gather myself for a minute. I'm about to burp. Okay. And just like, gathering ourselves too, especially when we're just out and about and busy, whether we're making dinner or working on something, even just working on creative projects at home, working from home too. Big shout out to all you guys who are doing big things out there, especially the content creators too. It's really cool to really see people thriving and doing their own thing too. So big ups to you guys too. And especially in this live stream too, which is all about, wellness. I talk about it in so many ways when it comes to how you could really ground your energy, really be mindful of your energy with ourselves, and really just use some tools and really, practices that can really help us live a healthier lifestyle. And especially, like in wellness too, especially in the wellness communities as well, I should say. It comes in so many forms. It's like even people who love essential oils, or even just who love to oracle cards or oracle readings, or even the spiritual community too. They go hand in hand, basically. It's just so cool that we could really have these discussions, open discussions about these topics too. And just like with the about wellness too, and like certain tools like we could help protect our energy, ground our energy, express ourselves in so many ways, and every other stuff too. It's really cool. And it's just, just big shout out to YouTube on that one to really help us have platforms we could really have discussions about this too and talk about it. And yeah, I just really want to say that too before I get started with the conversation. But before I get started, I just really want to big shout out to all you guys in the chat room. So we have Ron. Big shout out to you, Ron. What's up? What's up? Always good to see you. And yes, if you guys are new to my channel too, and you love what I'm talking about too, when especially it comes to Wellness Wednesdays, or even about wellness in general too, like how we can use certain tools to really and activities that can really help us live a healthier lifestyle. Feel free to give this comment on this live stream too. Leave a comment on this leave a comment for me to see, especially if you watch this on the repeat too, what you loved about it, what you didn't like about it too. I'm always cool with disagreements too. And just like, if you want to share with your friends too, with your family, and even just with your spouse too, that's cool. And anybody that can really benefit from this too, this live stream, and just really give it a like too, if you enjoyed this live stream so far. That really helps support my channel, and also it really helps, with the algorithms and such. All that, I'm still kind of get used to the YouTube algorithms and stuff like that. But anyways, I just want to say, and you really just make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss a thing with my content. Even though I know most cases now it's just like I've been getting notified of people going live. It's just on the emails. I usually get them on my phone too, so I really pay attention on that. But anyways, I just want to say, if you really hit subscribe for those who are new, and even just like hit the notification bell, that really helps with my channel too. And just like you'll get notified for when I'm posting a video, or even going live on a weekly basis. Just want to address that. And also during this reading too, I discussed about wellness activities that I love to, that can really help us live a healthier lifestyle, and share like a sauna practice that can really help strengthen the body and even lose some stagnant energy around. And then, like at the end of the live stream, I always pull a card for the collective, using one of my favorite oracle decks, the Elemental Oracle deck. And I'll just show you what this box looks like for those who are really curious about oracle decks, or even tarot decks in general. So with this oracle deck too, the Elemental Oracle deck is really connected to the elements like fire, air, water, and earth. Kind of like, Captain Planet energy, basically. It's a really beautiful deck. Got it from a gift from a beautiful friend of mine, Kathy. Shout out to her. She has a channel called Kathy's Guided Light Tarot, if I'm pronouncing it right. But anyways, it's a gift for her from her. It was really nice of her. She really didn't have to do that, but it was just like, some kindness of her own heart. It was really cool. And this deck was really created by Stacy DeMarco. She actually follows me on Instagram. She's cool, really cool person. She loves the readings I do too on Instagram, and just cool stuff and all that. But for right now too, I just want to really chat with you guys too, and then do a little fun sound bath meditation to really help us ground our energy, and and just really practice that beautiful self-care. And so, with all that said, being done about this live stream, I was wondering how you guys are doing today. Anything pops up for you spiritually, physically, mentally? If you guys want to really want to share that too, feel free to do so. I'll just be a patient man, and I'll just talk something about what I've been really thinking about today too. I just hopefully if you guys follow me on Instagram, for those who are watching this live and on a repeat, I've been really posting a lot of D.I.Y. Do-it-yourself kind of essential oil recipes too. Kind of like this, you can make your own sprays or recipes that you guys people can use too in so many ways. And I'm just curious and wondering if you guys ever use create your own kind of do-it-yourself like spray, like essential oil sprays, or even just like use any tools to really help you clear your energy in your area, or even just like help using essential oil sprays to really clean your decks too. Because with what I do every day, like especially before I do a reading, I always clear the energy around my decks too. And even if my cards feel like they're sticking together, kind of like they're like trading cards, like Pokemon trading cards, I always try to clean them with my all-purpose spray bottle too, and which you guys can really have fun making this own kind of blend, essential oil do-yourself blend, because you could put like a few drops of lemon or orange or on guard, whatever you want to create with the all-purpose, but you can really use it in so many ways. And with me too, especially, I have my diffuser just diffusing right now, and I always use on guard just to really clear the energy around my room and also protect my energy as well, because that's what on guard's purpose is. It's very protective. And just like with me too, with this spray too, I always, let's see if I can switch it on. I always just like spray around my area too, especially when things feel funky, smell funky, all that good, all that silly stuff. I know, I don't know if you guys really can relate to it too, and if you guys do, feel free to share. It's just like you always notice like something doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel funky, it doesn't feel right, or even something smells funky or feels funky, whatever that is. You just want to give it like a spray or two. You want to use your diffuser, or even just using some sage too to clear some of that shit out. You know, or I don't want to say shit. I don't want to cuss too much, or I should say shit with a e, or I should say clear that gunk out. It's just like clear, like walking around, setting the attention for ourselves too, and even just practicing that self-care is really cool. And I say really cool and really important. And I'd love to know if you guys ever do that too on a regular basis, especially like when you say like make some creative do-it-yourself sprays to clean your deck, your oracle decks, or anything like that too. If you guys do that too, feel free to let me know. And if you guys are curious, I'm wondering if you could make your own kind of do-yourself spray. You guys can feel free to check out my doTERRA page. Is linked in my Linktree. That's also pinned in the chat room too, and in the description of this live stream, as well as any essential oil PDF files you want to just take a look at too, like you can learn and use in so many ways, like for cooking to perfume, from scent to smell, to even just like cleaning too. You guys can really check out those PDF files too at your own pace, at your own time, which is in the description of this live stream too, as well as all other tools how you get this product too at aromatools.com, which the website is linked to the description below too. And so many other stuff too you guys really want to check out as well. Whew. So who we got in the chat? What's up, Clarence? Good to see you, man. How you doing? Good to see you. Most of the peeps are here too. Big shout out to all you guys. What's up? What's up? Yes, big shout out to you, Clarence. How you doing, man? Hopefully you're doing good. What's up? What's up? Good to see you, Clarence. Ooh. So yes, I would love to know what you guys ever thought, create your own kind of do-yourself essential all-purpose essential oil spray, or even just use any tools to really help you clear the energy out too in your area, or even clean your decks too. I say decks, but like Oracle and Tarot decks too. I would love to really have a discussion about that too, if you're comfortable doing so, or if you're not too busy. I totally get it. Excuse me. My goodness. That is not classy, burping in the live stream. I just gotta keep it real with you guys. So I'm just gonna anoint myself and just chat with you guys for a minute, and just waiting for a response to see if you guys ever use any essential oils, sprays, or create your own kind of projects to really help you clean your decks, or even just clear the energy around your area. Love to know. Okay. Huh. Let me see here. Yes, everything is good. I got my deck, essential oil stuff, energy stuff. Interesting, Larissa. She says, I use lavender in the winter in the vaporizer. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, lavender is very soothing and calming, Larissa. And just like, I use lavender in diffuser too. And even just like when this essential oil all-purpose spray too, I put like at least, I say like 10 drops of lavender just to really help, not only bring some soothing energy around my area and my environment, but also just like, clean the air too, especially like, with like my Oracle decks, or even just my Tarot decks. I love to just spray them like every few once in a while, just to clean my decks out too. Because like, especially if like, if you have like sticky hands, if like we're eating some good food, kind of like, eating some good comfort food that really helps us fill our belly up. And even just like, with, forgive me, even just like, with the any kind of food that we're making for dinner, for lunch, for breakfast, even just like for a cleanse that we're doing. If we have like sticky sticky hands, and we're just shuffling our decks too, and we're just, connecting intuitively too, if we're, any readers love to, our foodies too, and we get our decks kind of like, cards stick together, and just like, it feels like is about to crack too. It's like, it's always cool, like you really have like a natural a natural spray in hand too, especially like the all-purpose spray too, like you see what you see in my right here too, and just like, spray, like around your deck too, just like you don't have to really soak your deck. It's just like spraying like a few times, just like I can give a demonstration, like 1, 2, and just like, and really have like a cloth too, just to really clean the deck in hand, kind of like this. I'll just show you. Kind of like this too, having like a cloth in hand, you can really just, start to really clean your deck too, especially if your deck feels like it's like sticky, or if it's like just gooey. Just like, give it like a gentle rub too, and just like to be, mindful of, not to really over soak your deck too, and just really let it dry for like at least a few minutes too. that's like the best strategy that I can really come up with too. Because I honestly, the deck I got Debbie too. The True Black Tarot deck. I really make sure the deck was clean because I was really using it just for like my live streams too when I was starting to read. Like I'll say read, like using the starting to really get into the tarot decks and all that stuff too. And just like, I was like wondering, I should really give this deck to Debbie, but I always want to make sure that energy is cleared around it too. So I make sure that like I prepared that deck too, like it was a new deck, like it was just like unopened. I cleared the energy out of it. I sprayed it, if I all purpose spray, make sure the cards are really good and are intact. And just like, bring that beautiful intention, and just, practicing not only self-care to like myself, not but also just practice self-care to someone else too, really giving them something, a beautiful gift that they can really enjoy to really enjoy. And I just like, to say big shout out to Debbie Freebird Spirit. I know she's going live today too with her membership thing too. Later on, I might check it out after this live stream is over because I will be just staying on for at least an hour or so, which will I'll say. But it's just like what you're talking about, Larissa, with lavender. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plant. Lavender is so universal. You can put like even just like you could put lavender just like a few drops on your pillow to really help you relax during like to help you sleep during the night too. And it really just like lavender will knock you out. Not like it knock you out like you're in a video game, you're in a boxing match. It'll just knock you out like you ate some good comfort food. You're like just you know. So yeah, I get that. Even like you can put lavender in a Epsom salt, or even just like in a hand cream too. So I also really want to put a comment. As she says, hubby uses lavender hand cream for his pore. Yeah, that is cool that your hubby does that, Larissa. It's lavender does, help with that, bring some soothing energy around to the body too, especially with our hands too. Because like when we're, how can I say this? When we're using our hands too, especially if you're doing like hard work, labor work, or even just like creative projects, it really will, start to see some wear and tear in our skin too. And if, like we say, we create some kind of awesome project for us to really use, like say like a hand cream or Epsom salt, anything like that too. It really helps, bring some soothing stuff back to the body too, especially to the skin. And just like, with lavender, it really helps, calm the energy down. It helps, bring some of that soothing energy around. So I just really want to address that. Oh, he said he would never try it before. Such a Hulk. Hulk smash. I love the Hulk. When I see the word Hulk, I just think of Bruce Banner, classic character, in the Marvel comics. Just not in the Marvel comics, but in the movies too, I know Mark Ruffalo plays a good Hulk, and what was the guy's name who did a Incredible Hulk movie? Oh, I forgot his name. But he did a really good movie too. And just like, I see the word Hulk, it's thinking about Bruce Banner. So yeah, I totally understand that, Larissa, too, about, um, not trying something new. Because, most guys too, especially even if they think Lou Ferrigno, yes, that's the one. Lou Ferrigno is a classic one. Yes, I love Lou Ferrigno. I usually in this channel called El Rey, they used to play the Hulk series every morning. I used to watch it like religiously. I just love those kind of shows, those classic shows. I even saw Stan Lee on there too a couple of times. It was really dope. And even Stan Lee was in the animated cartoon in the 90s of the Hulk. He played I don't want to spoil it for you guys. He played the Jennifer Walters' dad. So he was kind of like Bruce Banner's uncle. He was playing Bruce Banner's uncle, and he was just like he was talking mess about the rampaging Hulk. It was That's another whole story. Now, was just when I was a kid growing up in the 90s. It's like Stan Lee was probably, I don't know, he was probably in the 60s or 70s at least. When I was a kid too, like around 8 or 10. He was just like doing his own thing. He really loves the Hulk, and he really loves Spider-Man too, religiously. And he was in a Spider-Man cartoon as well. Even he was in a Spider-Man video game before he passed too, in 2018. 2018, yeah, when it came out, Spider-Man game, the recent one. It was just so cool. See, I forgot the other guy who played the Hulk. He was in a recent movie. It was a 2008? Yeah, 2008 or something. Yeah, I know. It was called The Incredible Hulk. It was a really good one. I forgot his name was. But I know it when it'll pop up. But you know what? Let's see if I could really find it in my iTunes thing. Hold up. Really quick. Edward Norton. There you go. Edward Norton. That was it. Edward Norton was a good Hulk too. He played really good as Bruce Banner and the Hulk. The design was pretty awesome because the Hulk looked pretty ripped in that movie. I'm not gonna lie, I love the Hulk that that's in the movies now too. After Avengers Endgame, of course, all the Avengers too. But I don't want to really talk about comics now. But I just really want to address that, about guys using certain things that really think that's girly or feminine too. And just like with essential oils too. I think it's like a cool thing too. Essential oils is so universal, especially with us guys too, especially. It's good to really practice that self-care and you really have like a essential oil blend in hand just to really help us, feel calm and feel relaxed, less anxious. And especially if you're doing some stressful and challenging stuff around it in our lives too, like working at a challenging job, or even just like taking care of a family, paying the bills, etc., etc. Even just like with creativity too, making music, making movies, making content too on a online platform too, kind of like YouTube. I believe that essential oils can really be a wonderful addition to anyone's self-care routine. It's so universal how you can really use these plants, and especially with plants that are really safe and really effective, are just, coming from awesome people who really are dedicated to really all about, the integrity of the plant, and just really just, who love to really, worship, respect where the plants is, how they process it, how they create it, where the plant comes from too. So big shout out to doTERRA on that one too. And shout out to all the people who really are doing big things in our society, in our community. And just like, who are really doing beautiful things too. So salute to all of us, who are doing big things out there, who are just really bringing some beauty and love to the community back, especially during these times. Salute to all you guys who are watching this. Because, I believe I'm part of it too, those content creators, even just people who are past too, kind of like Michael Jackson, God bless his soul. Today, his birthday is just like in the next few weeks. Stan Lee, Bruce Lee, who else I could think of too? There's a big, what's another one? Marilyn Monroe is another one too. She's awesome. Betty White is another one. I love her. Debbie Freebird Spirit, I'll just say that too. Linda G, Nancy Wynn Tarot, Sonia Rain Lee, then Soul Sisters Tarot, loving. Oh, what's the other one? Heart and Soul Connected too. Big shout out to them too. Ronald Unconditional Love Tarot. A lot of awesome content creators too, and public figures who are really doing big things out there too. Even if they're just like don't have the big status, I just say like public figures who are really doing big, beautiful things, are just awesome. I just have nothing but love and respect for them. Even like Muhammad Ali, God bless his soul too, and just like yeah, I could go on and so on, just naming all these people, who are doing big things out there too. But I'll just say, for the people who I actually know too, who are doing big things, who are awesome public figures, kind of like Debbie Fever Spirit and Ron Unconditional Love Tarot, the Nasty One Tarot, the Soul Sisters Tarot, Heart and Soul Connected, Linda G, you name it too. That's pretty much a lot of people I could think of who are awesome public figures. Tuta Speaks, JJ, and just like how can I say this too? I'll throw myself in there too. I'm not trying to brag. Herb 213, that way too. As well as a lot of other people too who are just like all about community and love and creativity. And Goth Angelic, yes, shout out to her too. She's awesome. That's how I met all you guys too in this community as well. And just like how can I say this? I totally forgot. I'm having a brain fart right now. But yes, big shout out to all the content creators and public figures who are really doing the big things out there too. I could just name so many of you guys too. Like even what's his name? Keanu Reeves too. I love that guy. He's really awesome. He's a really cool dude. Shout out to him. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Mark The Undertaker Calloway. And just, those are awesome dudes out there too. Awesome people. And Tori Wilson too. Shout out to her too. She's an awesome content creator as well. WWE legend. Also, you're old and love it. Yeah, I'm 33, and most people say I'm young, which I am too. I'm young, but I'm not like old either. So it's kind of like I'm in the prime of my life too. Just especially with how things end up. With my people, are in the other side, in spirit right now too. That I really miss dearly, and just like I always honor them by just being true to who I am and stick to my principles and my values too, and what I learned from them and what is true to me too. So yeah, I'm glad you're embracing that too, Larissa. Big shout out to you. Oh, okay, Larissa, you must go. All right. I totally understand since you're making dinner. And big shout out. Thank you for dropping by, Larissa. Much love to you. Much love. Yes, indeed. Okay. Since I've been flipping my gums for at least 30 minutes, talking about awesome content creators and just public figures who are really doing beautiful things in our society. I just really want to start off, being an awesome content creator I am, and just, embracing that. I really want to just, do a quick sound bath and meditation for you guys too, if you really are open to that experience today. Because I'm going to do that. Then also going to share another sauna, do another sauna demonstration for you guys to enjoy at your own pace, at your own time. And then I will pull the card for the collective before I end the live stream. And really, you can really take a message from spirit and really integrate that for today. Oh, okay. Larissa says, thank you for the walkthrough meditation. Something wonderful happened that brought me to tears shortly after. Happy tears, but I've been waiting patiently for one of my children to open up. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, that's deep, Larissa. Wow. Thank you for sharing that with me, too. Wow. That's deep. Oh, man. I just bowed in respect to you, Larissa. Thank you for sharing that. Because what I'm doing is just help people just set that beautiful intention for themselves, and what you just shared with me too is really beautiful. And just like that's deep. As we So I really thank you for sharing that, Larissa, and I'm glad I had that powerful impact for you too. And just like I have nothing but respect for you too, just not only for sharing that, but also, doing that work for yourself. That's powerful. Whether you're man or a woman, black, white, straight, gay, whether polyamorous or monogamous, whoever you identify with too, or however you are too, and if you just love to, have the power to really just check in on themselves and really just practice that beautiful self-care to really go deep within, clearing the mind and going to your heart too, like in your own way. That's totally beautiful. And I just bow respect to you, Larissa. And thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That's powerful. My goodness. It was massive and it was you. Thank you for that, Larissa. I really do appreciate that. Literally. And it's not me just saying that too. I really appreciate that. See, I really do appreciate that. And I would love to know what you're making for dinner too. That sounds really delicious because I'm a foodie. And like with pot, I'll just say this, and I'm not afraid to share this. I know with like Lisa, I don't know if she told you, but I'm a big pasta head, and pasta like spaghetti is like my weakness. Kind of like I would say like kryptonite is to Superman. That could be really counterintuitive, but I would say like spaghetti is like one of my most favorite things that ever. Even just like it, like I say like vegan pasta, but like a meat, like just like noodles and the tomato sauce and just like a little bit of like Parmesan cheese. I'm sold. You got me. You got me. And even like adding some fruit and a beautiful salad on the mix too. I'm through. You got me. Throwing the towel. Pin 1, 2, 3. You got me. Like in the WWE kind of sketches and matches. If that's my weakness. You broke the streak. You got me. That's my weakness. I love pasta. And so I'll share that with you too, Larissa. And hopefully you're making some dinner that's really beautiful and delicious for you too, and for your family. So yes, thank you for sharing that story with me, sharing that how what you felt from the meditation, Larissa, and many much love and blessings to you and to all you guys in the chat room too. It's really cool. But anyways, back to what I was gonna say. If you guys really want to enjoy this wonderful guided sound bath slash meditation, you feel free to do so. If you guys can't, if you for any reason, if you guys are busy doing something else whatsoever, I totally understand that. And you guys can really watch the meditation on a repeat as many times as you wish. So that way you can really, when you want to start, go deep within and just practice that beautiful self-care at your own pace, at your own time. You go for it. So to starter, I'm going to really bring that beautiful intention right now. And so if you guys want to, if you want to participate in this short guided meditation, sound bath meditation, you can really start by really grounding the energy to the earth, to really placing the soles of the feet to the earth, to the in you wherever you are now too. So if you're at home too, if you want to just plant your feet to the ground too, that's totally beautiful. And if you're in your office too, that's totally cool. Just bringing that energy downwards, bring that center of gravity down, connected to the earth too. That's beautiful itself. And it's really kind of comfortable position where you feel comfortable, you feel grounded. Send that energy down to the earth, having that connection, and just really find a nice prop too if you're at home. Is if you feel comfortable too, like something like a pillow to really rest our hips and our back, or even just like a neck pillow too, just to really feel relaxed or at ease. And when you're ready, we can start to gently close our eyes. As you're closing our eyes and really finding our earthly connection, stilling the mind and connecting with the heart, bringing the energy down to the earth. Let's start by taking in a breath or two. Breathe in for how many counts as we wish. And then releasing the breath for how many counts as we wish, either through out the nose or through the mouth. Whatever choice that you make, you do that with beautiful intent, mindful intention. And let's start by tuning in to how we're feeling right now. Taking note of anything that you feel anything within the body without even thinking it. Just feeling all around your body, your whole being, wherever that may pop up. Just really take note of that. And let's continue to breathe in for how many counts as you wish. Taking the air in and then releasing the breath. Feeling the belly drop. Releasing anything that no longer serves us for how many counts as we wish. Notice anything around us or within ourselves that really pops up. We're taking in the breath for how many counts as we wish. And then releasing the breath, either through out the mouth or through the nose. For how many counts as we wish. Finding our rhythm of breath. Taking in the air, even if you want to go slowly. Taking in the air and then releasing it through the breath, out through the mouth or through the nose. Let's just truly embrace that and really start to practice that inner self-care. And always know that we have a beautiful place that we can really connect with our breath and really just take those moments for ourselves to really pause, to really honor ourselves, and really to thank ourselves for being in a space of awareness where we can really truly practice this beautiful self-care for ourselves. As we're taking our last few breaths, breathing in the breath, taking that life in, and feeling your belly rise at the same time, taking a breath in for how many counts as we wish, and then releasing the breath out, either through out the mouth or through the nose, releasing anything that no longer serves us. And to really start to bring some awareness back into our body, wiggling the toes, our fingers, our hands, even stretching out the arms if necessary, wherever that feels right for you to really help move some energy around the body. You go ahead and do so. Meditation is more than just sitting still in silence. It's also about mindful movement too. So whatever helps you move the energy around, even just by stretching out the arms, stretch out the legs, wiggling the toes, ankles, you go ahead and do so with mindful awareness and love. And when you're ready, we can start to gently open our eyes. So hopefully you all have enjoyed this awesome sound bath, guided sound bath meditation I demonstrated to you guys. Feel free to comment on what you guys experienced or felt, wherever that popped up for you too when we're going deep within, connecting with our breath. And right now, I'm about to move this chair right now and just show you an awesome asana pose that can really help us strengthen the arms, you know, and really just, move some energy around too with the body as well. That sounds like I'm repeating myself. And if you guys hear any other background noises too, I really apologize for that. That's just people lurking in our front yard, just trimming the bushes and the roses and stuff too, which I love doing, and I had to really work on my rose bush too around my house. But that's another story. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm really gonna show you an awesome asana pose today, and this one's really called the Chaturanga Dandasana. Or I should say let me see if I could find what the English version means, because I know what the Sanskrit version means too. But the Chaturanga Dandasana, it's kind of like it's basically like a really efficient kind of push-up, but it's really called Chaturanga Dandasana. It's the four-limb staff pose, and especially in a yoga practice too, when you're practicing Chaturanga, it's really cool. It really helps us, align, strengthening our arms too, and really just move some energy around too. Especially when we're we want to just practice that self care when we feel like we need to release some energy in some kind of way too. Especially if you want to get in shape, or if we really want to stay healthy, or even just like we need to take our mind off things. Especially with the four limbs staff pose, I should say Chaturanga Dandasana, that can really help with that too, because it's a really somewhat intense sauna pose you could do, but also it's a really um, efficient one too. So you could do it in so many ways, especially like for people who are beginner doing yoga too, or even just like who've been practicing it for years too. It's always good to really learn the basics of every asana pose too. And so for example, to really um, start this pose too, the Chandraraga Dhanasana, is to start by coming to a plank too. you can really just start by, making sure your knees are aligned with your legs too. And even make sure your posture, your arms are straight too. Your knees are bent and your hips are aligned with your knees too. And just kind of like, you kind of like you're doing like a cat pose too, but you could start by lifting your legs up. But before I start too, if like, for people who are doing this pose too for the first time too, I recommend, like I always say this, I recommend to really practice at your own comfort level. You don't have to really copy what I'm doing too. And just like, with any, physical practice too, it's always good to do your own research and really just, if you have any like health condition that you have too, it's always good to really, consult with your healthcare practitioner about it too. And also to really practice at your own comfort level too. So that way you won't get hurt too, and you just, you won't you won't hurt yourself basically. And just like with any yoga practice too, it's for all bodies too, whether you're skinny, etc. Anyone can really practice this, benefit from this pose too. I just really want to make that disclaimer. But I'm gonna go back to the demonstration of the Chaturanga Dandasana, or I should say that four-limbed staff pose. And it's really, give you guys some awesome demonstrations too. And especially, like using the props like the blocks too can really help, strengthen your arms too when you're placing our hands too on a prop, or even just, you have to really, or even on our mats too. You can really start by, coming on all fours, just keeping our hands spread out, kind of like we're Spider-Men or Spider-Women. Really keeping our fingers spread, our hips and our knees aligned. Even just like you could bring our hips, our knees and our hips back for a little bit too, and just feel that range of motion, especially when we're coming down to the Chaturanga Dandasana, because with this pose too, it's really all about shoulder and arm strength too. So kind of like I'll show you, for example, like really how to floss the arms. You start by inhale, taking the breath in, and then when we exhale, moving the shoulders slowly to feel them floss. So as we inhale, we get push with our hands, coming back up to feel our shoulders floss for a bit. So like just for beginners too, especially, who are doing this pose for first time or haven't done it in a while. So it's good to really start with the basics of just like the fundamentals of, just like our shoulder alignment too, making sure with this pose, our shoulders are these are close to our ears instead of away from it too. Because if it's away, it really our arms bend like this, and we don't. With this pose, you don't want to do that. It really is can't just put a lot of pressure on our elbows too. And just like when we bringing our arms, close together to our shoulders too, and we really start to inhale and then exhale, dropping the shoulders, feeling them floss. And then when we inhale again, pushing the floor and flossing the shoulders back up, it really helps. So that's another demonstration how we can really feel in our shoulders floss too. It might feel weird at first, feeling the shoulders drop, when you're flossing them, I should say. And we're inhaling and then exhaling, dropping the shoulders down. And then we inhale, push the floor away from us, and you floss our shoulders up. It really, you feel the workout in our shoulders too. So that's something I could really like something you could demonstrate when we're doing a Chaturanga Dandasana. And to starters with a Chaturanga Dandasana, you start by inhaling and come to a plank. And with the plank too, is make sure that we're slightly forward too, keeping our fingers spread, or really our focus gaze to our mats too. Or I should say, gazing down. And as you exhale, you're going to come down halfway for Chaturanga. And I'll show you a demonstration too. It's just like a Chaturanga. Just like, you could also keep our knees down under our mats too for the Chaturanga for beginners. So I'll just show you a quick demonstration of this pose. So kind of like that too. I probably still need to work on my position as well because I have somewhat long legs. At the same time too, I was just like we could either bring our knees down or not to. The Chandrada. And we exhale, coming down halfway. And when inhale, push right back up, bringing our knees down, and come back to child's pose to take a breath, a moment for ourselves from a really intense workout too. And when you're ready, start to inhale, bring yourself up to hero's pose. And so that's another demonstration that we could do for Chaturanga, which the first variation, especially like when we're just not using a prop too, it could be more intense. But if we're using a prop especially for beginners, that can really be helpful too, and it really helps strengthen their arms and their shoulders too, which I will share another demonstration of it too. So kind of like I said before too, the Chaturanga, we could really start by inhale, come into plank, keeping our shoulders aligned too, keeping our hands spread. Even like we have like 2 blocks too, you can really start by pressing it on the blocks too. And even like for beginners too, if you don't want to do anything too intense, you could bring our knees to the floor or not, depending on your choice too. You can start by exhaling, come down halfway, and then inhale, push the blocks and the blocks away from us, and then exhale, come back to child's pose. Really taking a moment for ourselves. And when you're ready, inhale to come back to hero's pose. So that's another demonstration you could do too. And just like I'll show you another demonstration you could do too, keeping our knees off our mats this time. The Chaturanga using our blocks. You start by coming to plank. You inhale and exhale. As we inhale, come down halfway, and then exhale. Push the floor away from us and push it within our blocks. So it's kind of like we're doing a push-up, basically, the Chaturanga. Then we inhale and then exhale. And when you're ready, and take a moment for ourselves, you could come down to our knees, shift our hips back for child's pose, resting our hands to our blocks if we want to. Taking those moments for ourselves. Inhaling with the breath for how many counts as you wish. And then exhaling, releasing anything that no longer serves us. And when we're ready, you start by inhaling, come back to hero's pose. And so hopefully the demonstration I shared about Chaturanga was really helpful. And I will continue to really, improve in this post too, especially, share any fun variations that we could all do, whether you're a beginner or even just like you're, advanced, practitioner. And so that really concludes the sauna demonstration today too. I would love to know you guys' inputs and thoughts about it too. You guys have any comments on it, what I did or what I did wrong, feel free to let me know in the chat room too, or on the comic session too, if you're watching this on the repeat. And much love to you guys. And so I'm going to pull a card for the collective today too. Oh, and I also forgot to share too about, I think I'll share this next time, next Wednesday at the Wellness Wednesday live stream about, a beautiful kit that I always had. It's called the Yoga Collection too by doTERRA. Really cool product too, especially if you want to bring some energy too for your practice, if you want to anchor yourselves, arise, or even just align with your energy too. I just really want to share that too with next Wednesday's live stream too. Really want to share about this wonderful kit too that you can get from doTERRA too. And it's just pretty, it can be a little pricey depending on what you want to spend too, which is cool. I totally understand that too. I just really want to share this beautiful kit with you guys too next Wednesday, share more about it. But for right now too, especially, I want to just, pull a card for collective to really wrap things up with this live stream and really just share any messages that we can really take with us, for today. Whether you guys are watching this live and on the repeat too. And so with this deck I'm using too, for those who are jumping in or watching this live on the repeat, I'm using the Elemental Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco. Beautiful deck too, and it's really awesome. Really awesome cards it is. This person created, and I'm going to share and connect with my spirit guides, and really just share any messages that and for the collective today. And so I apologize for the background noise on my part too. That's just like gardeners just taking care of our front yard. So again, I really do apologize for the background noise if you hear that. Any messages for the collective? 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 Hey, Marvita, good to see you. What's up? What's up? Good to see you, Marvita. How you doing? Just pulling any messages for the collective today to really end the live stream. But I'm glad you're here, Marvita. Big shout out to you. So any messages for the collective? Oh wow, there's something here. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Beautiful cards. That is awesome. Okay, everyone. I pulled 4 cards for the collective today and share any messages that we can really take for us, for today and for this month and for this year too. And I'm glad you're doing good, Marvita. It's always good to see you too. Always good to see the peeps here. And I'm just gonna really, get things started and really share these beautiful messages. And I really want to really want to share with you guys too. Even with my spirit guides, want to share with you guys too. And the first card I really want to share with you guys too is the Community card. And just like, with this card too, especially, for us to really take with us too, for this from this live stream is that we have the power to, are really have the power to manifest anything that we want to manifest in our lives too, whether it be career wise, relationships, for our health, et cetera, et cetera. We have the power to really manifest, and we all have the magic too. It's always important that we have that kind of magic too, to really manifest anything that we want to manifest in life too, because we do have that magic. We have that power to manifest, and with the magic card too, this is a really strong message for us to really take for today too. Is that we have the power to manifest, and we have talents and magical talents that we really bring to the table. And also the second message I really want to share with you guys too, and just really want to share this too, is to really embrace your femininity. With the darkness card, with the moon card, and especially with the moon card too, especially with the sun being masculine and the moon card being feminine, that goes hand in hand, like kind of like the sun is to day, is the moon is to night too, like the like especially with darkness at the moon card too, especially it's a beautiful time to really just truly embrace that femininity, really connect with our emotional state too, really to truly embrace that femininity, especially if you're a man or a woman too. Embracing your femininity is really not a is not a I say it's not a bad thing to do. It's a really powerful thing to do too. It's like with our masculinity, it's really truly good to embrace that, especially as men too, and even women as well. But also with our femininity, it's good to really embrace that too as men, and definitely as women too. So with the femininity card too, what we can really take with this message is just to truly embrace our femininity and really just bring some softness to our lives too, in our own unique way. And also connecting with the moon card too, especially when you practice that softness, bring that softness back into you. And so also, oh, that's beautiful, Marvita. I'm glad you talked to the moon and the sun gratefully. That's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to highlight that. That's beautiful that you do that, Marvita, too, because when you talk to the moon and sun gratefully, it really helps balance the masculine and the feminine. So that's totally cool that you mentioned that. And just like I want to add to the moon card talking about bring some softness back into us, is to also bring some life back into us too. With the breath card, this is really connected to the air energy too, especially, with the breath card, taking the breath in to ourselves, taking that life in and taking that to our heart, and then releasing anything that no longer serves us too. Really taking that life in, especially with the breath card. Take those moments for ourselves too, especially, with the moon card, bringing that softness back in there too, is to really bring some of that life back in there too, the air, because air is really connected to everything. And just like with air is life. And when we take those moments for ourselves, when we can really breathe into our heart centers, taking that breath in and then releasing anything that no longer serves us, is really powerful. So what we can take for this message too is to really take those moments for yourself too, like not only to bring some softness with the moon card, but also to take that breath in too, with the life card, really connecting with our heart and taking that air in, that life into our heart centers, and releasing anything that no longer serves us. And also with the last card I'm going to share from the bottom of the deck too is the creation card. And coming back to the first card too, the alchemy card, we have the power to manifest. And we're also because we do have the power to manifest too with the magic card. I'll just pull the first card up. And also with the creation cards too, we are creative human beings, and with this message too, we can really take with us too with the water card is to really be creative and really embrace our creative energy, especially be like fluent and creative like water, like Bruce Lee has mentioned in his books and in his movies to be fluent and expressive like water. Is so creative and so expansive, and it's just like it could crash and could break through things, but it's always so creative. And so with creation, it's always good to really embrace your creativity, your creative mind, create your creative energy, and really try to express that in your own unique way too. And just like whoever makes you feel creative, whether it be like dancing, art, music, playing, using oracle or tarot cards, you name it, whoever makes you feel creative and helps you even express your creativity, connecting with that creation energy, with that water energy too. And even coming back to the moon card too, really embracing your femininity too, your femininity and water and the moon card go hand in hand. It's just to really, embrace that creativity. And so I'll share these cards again with you one more time, just to, clarify things, to really share these messages that we can really take with us today, is to really always remind ourselves we have the power to manifest with the magic card. And is to really bring some softness into our lives too with the moon card, or really bring some softness to ourselves too, embracing our femininity, and really just bring some softness back into our whole entire being with the moon card. And to really, take that life into, with the breath card, really taking that life into your heart. And when you take a breath for ourselves and then releasing the breath, letting go of anything that no longer serves us, really connecting with the heart too. When we taking that life in, when we're connecting with our breath, taking those moments for ourselves to really just pause and really just connect with our heart center. And to also to truly embrace our creativity, really tap into your creativity that feels right for you, whether it be with art, music, building something, using any kind of spiritual tool, energetic tools, whether it be oracle or tarot cards, wherever that may be, wherever it helps you express your creative energy, helps you move that energy like water. Really truly embrace that with the creation card, the water card. So those are, oh, thank you for that one, Marvita. I'm just really sharing these messages, just connect with you guys intuitively and just expressing that in my own unique way too. And hopefully you really guys gained some stuff that I really share with these guys too, especially with the oracle cards I shared, the silent practice, and even just with the guided sound bath meditation as well. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed all those things that I share with you guys too, and really just you can really watch this video too, and so in as much as you want to. And I really thank you guys for really hanging out with me too, and just take the time from your busy day just to hear me chat for at least an hour or so. I really do love you guys too. And if you guys really love what I was talking about and you really want to add me on social media too, or send a donation or two, that's really up to you. Feel free to check out my Linktree too. That's pinned in the chat room too, and also in the description of this live stream too. And I just really feel free to also check out the links I posted in the live stream also when it comes to essential oils. It's like if you want to check out some awesome bottles from aromatools.com, or even just like if you want to get some essential oils from me too, or even just if you want to check out some PDF files that you can really learn how to use some essential oils, in so many ways too. And even just like if you want to just like get some like tools for your yoga practice too, if you want to, how can I see this? If you want to get like a block or two, like for your yoga practice too, or even just like if you want to just become a yoga instructor too, you guys can feel free to check out the yogaoutlet.com to really get some cool stuff like these yoga blocks too, and the yoga mats as well. And even just check out the Jazz Yoga Community too, at jazzyoga.com, where that's where I trained from. I got my yoga teacher certification, and it's a really beautiful, awesome community of people who are dedicated of just the spiritual practice of yoga in so many ways too. And so if you guys really want to check out those links too, feel free to do so at your own pace, at your own time too. And just like I have nothing but love for you guys too. And I shout out to all you guys in the chat room too, like you, Marvita. It's like you could call me J.A.Y or J. That's totally up to you though. That's totally fine. So you call me J.A.Y, J, or J for the letter J. That's totally cool. It means the same thing too. So I really do thank you that for Marvita. You can call me whatever you want to, even Cabana Boy. That's what most people call me. Oh, Deb Z, what's up? What's up? Oh my gosh, you're looking in the shadow. Is there an essential oil of J, warm, comforting, and loving energy? Oh, Deb Z, that's so beautiful. This is the only one I have too. It's my own unique blend. It's called J. It's just like made with copaiba, lemon, peppermint, and orange. So I really do appreciate that one, Debsy. And hopefully you're doing good too. I haven't seen you much for a bit either. And so if you want to hit me up, Debsy, you're more than welcome to do so too. Feel free to hit me up on email or on Patreon or even just on Instagram too. Especially if you guys see you want to add me on social media too. My Linktree has my social media platforms there too, like on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, et cetera, and my YouTube channel. I really do love to thank you guys too for just hanging out with me too for at least an hour or so. And I know Gabby might come on too, and it's 2:00 and 2:22 p.m. too. So that's pretty cool that anything's on a live note too. Now it's 2:23. Anyways, that's all good. It's all good. I just love you guys too. So if you guys really want to check out my Linktree, go ahead and do so at your own pace, at your own time. It's totally cool. I'm glad you're hanging in there, Debsy. I've been praying for you recently too. Just what's going on with you, and that's nothing but love and respect for you, Debsy. And you're just a powerful person. So are you, Marvita, too. I appreciate you also, and I appreciate you too, Big Bro Ron. You're always, sticking by with me too. I have nothing but love for you, Ron, as well. Yeah, so much love to all you guys in the live stream too for watching this live now and on a repeat too. And much love to all the ladies who are watching me too. Marvita, Deb Z, all you guys, all the ladies and fellas too. Nothing but respect for you guys too. No homo, just saying that. But and nothing against anybody. I just really being real with you guys. But anyways, I just want to say maybe continue to creatively grow in our own lifestyles that not only benefit us as human beings, but our loved ones in our environment. And I will see you guys around either on Debbie's live stream or even on Sonia Rain's live stream today too. She'll be going live today at around 6 p.m. too Pacific time. So if you guys are going to be on Sonia Rain's channel, I'll definitely meet you there too, or even on Debbie's channel, or even other people's channels too, or even on Black Cast Taro's channel too. Whoever is on, I'll see you guys there too. And much love to you guys. Yes, Debsy. Right back at you, Debsy. Thank you. And to all you guys too. Much love to all you guys. And yes, Marvita, I'll see you soon also. Namaste, everyone. And thank you for hanging out with me. Peace. Yes, love, love, love. Exactly. Good thing and I know on that. Yes. All right, guys. Peace. Much love.